Many of you may know that I have not played Clash of Clans for a while. This channel was originated on Clash of Clans, and we don't play it. But I just ran into this video from my boy Havoc, 10 minutes of useless Clash of Clans facts that I absolutely need to watch. So we're going to do that together with you. And I want to know how many facts you did not know from this video. You got to let me know down below as the video goes on. Let's dive into it.
Today we're going to be going over 10 minutes of useless Clash of Clans information. You've probably heard me mention in my facts videos how I always try to mention the most interesting facts. Well,
He does.
Today it's the complete opposite. Why? I have no idea. I guess I thought it'd be interesting because for some reason people seem to like these kind of videos. So anyways, here's 10 minutes of useless Clash of Clans information starting now.
What do we got?
You cannot lose or draw to the builder-based tutorial attack to Master Jimmy. Even if you were to score 0%, you will always win. Before 2021, the Supersonic did not have an official name. People just called it a super true barrel or whatever it seemed to be. Obstacles have respawn rates, meaning when one respawns,
I never
the
knew
chances
this.
of it being a particular obstacle are different. Currently,
You could make some good resources off of this. I had no idea there was an actual respawn rate that was known. What about the gem boxes?
the bush, fallen trunk, and small trees have the highest spawn rate at 20%.
Makes sense.
The lowest are the medium and large trees at 5%. Unless we're talking about special obstacles, which are usually 2% or lower.
Oh.
The builder base has very similar numbers as well. In the Clash-O-Rama series, the healer is blind. It's unknown if she's actually blind in the game, but I mean, that's a pretty interesting thing to know. The Elixir storage, Dark Elixir Drill, and Dark Elixir are the only resources in the home village that don't appear in a loading screen. The Seeking Ermine's description is a reference to the musical
Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane!
It's Superman. Yes, it's Superman.
There is a glitch that if you move walls underneath a sleeping villager in the builder base, they will start to jump while sleeping and then disappear.
How does he find all this information? That's my main question. Like, I played this game for 9 years. How, and I didn't know a lot of this. How did he find it all out? Where are his sources?
When first teased, the patch on the boat was on its left side, but a few days later it would appear on the front right side. You probably have always seen the builder with a grin on his face and never seen him do anything else. But except for this one maintenance break picture, he's actually seen with his mouth closed, which is pretty weird if you've never seen him like that. The spring trap is the only trap that's ever appeared in a loading screen.
Do you guys remember when I had a podcast on this channel called The Spring Trap? Only the OGs will know that was literally the name of my podcast for Clash of Clans.
Clock Tower's destroyed state is the same as the Town Hall's or Builder Hall's destroyed state. The loot cart usually has a tombstone next to it, but sometimes it doesn't. It is unknown when or why this happens. If a builder's hut is placed on another building and you go to the village edit mode before it moves automatically, then hit edit on your active village, then hit cancel, then exit edit mode, the builder will appear to sleep outside of the hut. Even though the description of the boat has the word places in it, the boat only takes you to one place, which is the builder base. Guess we ain't really going places, huh? The clan castle has no specific category.
By the way, everything has changed with the builder base since this video's been made.
For example, a gold storage is a resource building, a cannon is a defensive building, an army camp is an army building, and so on. At one point, upgrading your spell factory to level 5 unlocked nothing. It was simply an upgrade to increase the amount of spells you can hold. But this was changed when the clone spell was introduced. Still, I think it's crazy that you can upgrade a spell factory and get nothing new from it. The trader's offers aren't random. They actually follow a 39-day cycle and reset after that to begin the same cycle over and over. The only time this cycle is broken is in special offers like holidays or an anniversary.
Love those days.
Towers from level 1 to 4 have slower travel time compared to the rest of the levels, which is unique in itself because most buildings don't decrease or increase the speed of its attacks at all. In fact, the game never indicates that when upgrading it, it'll increase in speed. It just happens. The Master Builder's Hut is the only building in the home village that cannot be upgraded. The only other non-upgradable buildings are the army camps in the builder base. A leaderboard player once claimed that he spent nearly 7,000 a month on his base, and that only accounted for 7% of his income.
No way. You can't spend that much money in Clash of Clans. That's not even possible. I don't believe that.
The X-bow is actually a crossbow. I think that's obvious, but the X in crossbow resembles a cross. So when you read it in a different way, it's actually just saying crossbow. In fact, in the Japanese and Chinese language, it's simply called a large crossbow for Japan and crossbow for China. The playground where you test super troops has an army camp that's smaller, but isn't actually a building. It's just a decoration much like the ones seen in the single player campaign maps. The lava launcher has the biggest blind spot of any defense, with a radius of 10 tiles. When all 3 magic items are purchased from the trader, a detailed close-up render can be seen of the trader's tent. The total time to finish all troop upgrades is theoretically 4 years, 73 days, and 18 hours, assuming that the upgrade progress is not influenced by anything such as magic items or gems. Wow. However, the time taken to obtain resources is not included in this time, so the actual time needed to finish all upgrades is much longer. Although the Star Laboratory and Boulder Barracks appear in the shop as if you previously purchased it, you are unable to buy them as they were repaired when upgrading the Builder Hall to level 2. So it's unknown why they're in the shop. According to this video, Supercell thought of the Town Hall 13 to have a winter theme because they felt it would be more appropriate since the Town Hall 13 was being added in December.
I like that. I like the winter theme. I think it looks good.
Although directly selecting a gold mine with a gold bubble.
Do you guys see? Look at these guys up here. Look at those skeletons in the top right. Just kind of, what are they doing over there? Never noticed that before.
Above it automatically collects any resources it has stored. There is a way to check how much gold it has stored without actually collecting it. This can be done by moving any other building to an invalid spot on your map, for example the edge of your map, and releasing it while its surrounding square has turned red. Then select the desired gold mine and choose the info button to display the amount of gold gathered by the mine to that point. This works with pretty much any collector, and it's probably one of the most useless hacks I have ever read. For some odd reason, builder huts are categorized as resource buildings, but goblins don't go for them. The full bubble will normally show if your clan castle is full of troops, but it will not show if you're not in a clan.
I want to thank Havoc though, by the way. I reached out to him and asked him if I could react to one of his videos. That he puts a lot of work into creating these videos, the research, the editing, and all that. And I'm just sitting here reacting over it, and because I thought it would be fun. He gave me the okay. He's someone that I actually have met multiple times in person at Supercell events and other events as well. Such a great dude. If you haven't checked out his channel and where this video originated from, I'll be linking it in the description of this video. Make sure you go check him out and tell him that Echo sent you. Now let's go back to it.
If you have a max clock tower and a max gem mine and then boost, you will net 90% of 1 gem the entire boost. Oddly enough, the Mega Tesla can be seen in the 9th anniversary loading screen, but that loading screen picture takes place in the home village. So why is there a Mega Tesla there? Both the level 13 Wizard Tower and the level 9 Bomb Tower have the same exact damage per second, being 84. The Town Hall's entrance is small when compared to villagers and builders. The Seeking Air Mine has 1 extra balloon compared to the Air Mine because it's heavier, so it needs more balloons to lift it off the ground. The army camp, barracks, and laboratory are the oldest army buildings in the game. The cannon's barrel expands slightly whenever it shoots. At launch, the game only had 6 defenses in total. This included the Archer Tower, cannon, mortar, air defense, wizard tower, and walls. A level 8 gem mine will take 8 years to produce 14,000 gems, assuming you collected the stacks when they were ready and didn't leave it full. The Star Laboratory has the same research icon with a sword and a spell bottle as the laboratory, but ironically the builder base has no spells to upgrade. That's pretty clickbait. The Archer Tower, along with the Elixir Collector, Crusher, and the Inferno Tower are the only buildings to appear in a scenery. When the builder is running, it moves as fast as a goblin, and when walking, it moves as fast as a barbarian. As you may have noticed, the master builder often checks his plans during construction on a building, but he also sometimes runs back into the builder hall to collect more plans. Or that's what people believe he's doing. Or he could just be taking a break, I don't know. The Tesla still creates sparks even if it's being upgraded. In most English-speaking countries other than the United States, the air defense is called the air defense. Well, it sounds the same, but it's just a different spelling. That of course stems from the British dialect. In Chinese, it is known as anti-air rockets, referring to its specialization and ammunition. If a wallbreaker is launched off the map by a spring trap or otherwise, its bomb will explode, doing death damage as normal, but the wallbreaker will appear to still carry a bomb as it flies off the map. Like, how does it still have a bomb if it just went... Never mind. The freeze effect that occurs when a level 3 or higher Giga Inferno is destroyed has a slightly larger area of effect than the explosion damage that occurs simultaneously. So basically, it is possible for troops to be affected by the freeze but be unharmed by the explosion. Villagers often clap next to buildings and obstacles to quote-unquote worship them, but sometimes when visiting someone that isn't your friend or in your clan, they will appear to clap next to nothing. But what they're really clapping at is a hidden Tesla, which reveals its location.
I love this. I spent an hour following villagers and couldn't get footage, but they do this for real. He's funny.
But they could also be clapping at traps, so I don't know. Still though, if you've ever seen a villager clapping at nothing, they're clapping at something that you can't see. Although the description refers to Dark Elixir as 3 times as powerful, in the game, it is in fact 100 times as powerful. This can be observed by the gem cost of buying resources. For example, both 10 million elixir and 100,000 dark elixir can be bought with 3,000 gems. The Eagle Artillery's range does have a limited range. For example, if you put it in one corner, anything on the other end won't be able to activate it no matter what until it walks into range. Of course, no one actually puts their Eagle Artillery in the corner of the base, so everyone has expected that the range is pretty much the entire base. Also, I didn't know this myself, but the Eagle Artillery's range gets smaller once it's activated. So guys, that is pretty much it for 10 minutes of pretty much the most useless information you'll ever hear about Clash of Clans.
I appreciate Havoc's useless information because you know what? Having not enjoyed or played or been part of Clash of Clans in the way I used to be in years, he brought me back. Lots of memories are to be had from Clash of Clans when I experienced it. I wonder how many actual facts were in that list of 10 minutes of facts. Thanks to Havoc. Thank you all for watching until the end of the video, and consider subscribing for daily videos giving you guys, well, crazy ones like this or top 10 lists. I'll see you guys in the next one.